Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Seaman Ted, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Seaman, and I'm back, baby. Woo! I'm back tonight with another P-Valley commentary. Love. After 2 weeks, we've come back to season 2, episode 7, entitled Jackson. Did you see it? Hey, Private Eye, thank you so much. I love just going through those pictures in my intro. Child, I'm just coming from the gym. I'm ready to get into this and then get out of it. Let me go ahead and drop this link because, folks love P-Valley, and I love to talk P-Valley with them, okay? So if you have something to say, contribute, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Come on down whenever. You don't have to wait for me to finish tonight because we're going to come in and we're going to come out, okay? You do not have to wait on me to finish tonight. Baby, I just came from the gym because the way the monkeys was talking about me eating my mother-ucking food the other day. I've been in and out the gym every week, not consistent so like that. But I was like, God, dog. I was trying to just do the little video real quick and eat my food because the folks were finna shut down on me. But child, I was looking at my breast in the video. I was like, oh no, these breasts is big. But really it was the bra I had on because I had a bra on today. I was like, no, they're not. Not that big. So your girl just got out this daggone gym. I'm showered up. I'm ready to go to sleep. But we are going to talk about this P-Valley. Listen, y'all. P-Valley is like becoming family to me. They were like cousins last week, you know what I'm saying? But now they're like sisters and brothers. Last season, but now they're like sisters and brothers for me. What about y'all? Okay. Listen, you know how we do. This is a commentary. Okay, we're going to talk about what happened in the episode, of course, but we're also going to theorize, surmise, and come to compromises with each other on story logs and what we think folks should do and where folks are going and this, that, and the other. Okay, I'm not gonna take it step by step because hell, you watched it. Hey, me, hell, y'all watched it. So what we're gonna sit up and just step by step, folks. So, child, with no further ado, can we just first talk about Miss Mississippi? I am I'm a little I'm a little nervous for Keyshawn messing with that dang Autumn. Y'all know Autumn is scandalous, okay? She's still arguing with Clifford about having helped him out of that losing the pink and now want to sell like a family legacy land. She said that the money that she had used on the pink was supposed to help her start a whole new life. And I'm trying to understand, like, that the COVID gonna be over at some point, Autumn, right? Y'all done made all the adjustments to the daggone place. Why can't y'all just like build up? I mean, my personal integrity would be shot in this moment. For me to make 10 million, but I still got split it with so for me to make about $5 million out the whole deal, or work my way to the $5 million. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wouldn't do that to that man and his legacy. Even though he's about to lose it, baby. They walked up there to watch them lose it. You know how they got all dressed in the funeral and stuff like that? They got up there and was ready to lose it. I don't think I still could do that. But that's why I don't be winning like I think I should sometimes. I have too much conviction and integrity. Okay. So long story short, I like how Clifford got old girl together. It ain't gonna change it. Like she said, she sounds still gonna sell the pink. But I like how he said, please don't sit up here and act like you're doing something for me, or like you some kind of angel in disguise, or like there's nothing about you and your wants in your whole uh movement around selling this building or sell this building and land, right? But they're in the beginning of COVID, so just like us, they don't know how long it's going to be bad. Right, but they look like they surviving. Everybody has somewhere to live. Autumn got kicked out of Mercedes' house. Everybody was surviving though. People would still come to the pink. The pink was still getting lit up. It wasn't no less packed now, in these last episodes than it had been last season. So you got to sell it to me a little harder though. You know what I'm saying? I really feel as though I couldn't do that to Clifford, whether I was the majority owner or not. Okay. Um, but Miss Mississippi, I feel like you look you about to deal with a kind-hearted scoundrel in Autumn. For some reason, I feel like effing with Autumn about to get Diamond killed. And not so much by no them that gang that oh boy was there with. I think I think that her Keyshawn messing with Autumn some way is gonna get Diamond killed. I don't know how, but that's what's on my mind. So Keyshawn is beat up in the store. Her Autumn is trying to get her to come over to a little side aisle so she could talk to her. She's like, did you use the gun I gave you? She's like, I tried, but he beat my tail anyway, and he twisted my baby arm behind his back, and then he hung him by his flesh, the flesh on his lower back. And I'm still here. We might be black, beaten, broke up, but I'm here. I'm here. Okay. That's what Keyshawn was giving me. I don't know about y'all. Hey, India. I don't know about y'all, but that's what Keyshawn was giving me. Okay. So I'm very much interested in because Autumn came over to the Keyshawn like, I'm gonna tell you something, but I ain't gonna tell it to you up because I know you got ears in the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been through this type of stuff before, but I clawed my way out of it. There's many ways to get out of this mess. Yeah, you said, "Oh, no, I'll kill a nigga dead before I let him beat me." Okay, you better tell it. You better tell it, India. Okay. Yes. That was not the first time at the audition when Cliff was going to lose the land. Wait, at the auction when that was not the first time at the auction when Cliff was gonna lose the land. Remember last time he got all those foreclosure letters? Yeah, he was down there paying. He had to get in his suit, uh, I guess to be seem respectable in town to go pay on the loan. Hmm. But still, just to sell a legacy, like someone's family legacy, would be hard for me. Although it's a TV show, women really can be this foolish in these domestic violence relationships. Yes. Okay. Keyshawn, it'd be pissing me off. Me too, girl. Okay. Even the bank would not give her a loan because her credit was messed up. Yep, yep, yep. I'm gonna try my best to call Clifford her, but the name is Uncle Clifford. I know she prefers her. We heard that, but it's just hard for me naturally when I'm looking and I don't know. And the name is Clifford and Uncle, but I'm gonna try my hardest. Okay. That's right, Mimi. Clifford isn't a businessman at all. At all, at all. Okay, but anyway. So, now, so I feel, and did you notice that Keyshawn she's so dizzy. She didn't even understand what the lady was telling her. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't even know what the lady was telling her. It was ridiculous. Like she was like, huh, I kind of get what you say. I was like, Lord, what is that? What did Autumn give? I done been mixed my mind since I watched it on Sunday. What did Autumn give her in that bag? It was another phone. So she could have like a little side phone to call her. Um, that's cool. That's cool. Hide it somewhere for, in case he snatch her phone up or in case she got to bounce and look like she ain't bounced, but she got a phone on her that she can call Autumn, I guess. That's right. That's right. But I don't know. To me, like this isn't I don't know. They say that women be having all kind of resources and stuff like that and still choose to stay. So I don't want to like, hey, Neuralake, thank you for paying your dues. Listen, y'all, pay your dues. Hit the like button, pay your dues. Hit the like button, pay your dues. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so uh what was I gonna say? I don't want to talk about the writing and all that like we usually do and stuff like that. Because especially not in this Keyshawn thing, because Keyshawn is really a resemblance of millions of women around the world who do have help and resources that they could go to, but the love, the Stockholm syndrome, the whatever, the fear that even those resources may not be able to ward off some kind of attack by their significant other, their attacker, their abuser, keeps them there. Those type of things keep them there. But think about this. When a hurricane on Earth happens, what happens? What you mean? The building is destroyed, and if the person who owns that land don't have the proper insurance or paperwork, it gets bought by somebody else out the family. Is that what you're saying? Out of the family. So, Mimi, are you saying that you with Autumn on the sale? Mimi, that it's reading as though you're saying you're with Autumn in the sale of these people's property. That's what it's reading. That's what it's giving, as the kids say. Okay. So, but yeah, a lot of women have that type of issue. Like me, like when I've been in, I guess domestic violence situations, 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now I wasn't getting no black eyes, and well, I had bruises, but I was returning. I wasn't getting snatched up. If you gonna snatch, I'm a snatch. You gonna snatch, I'm a snatch, snatch, snatch. So that's not healthy either. But I was left in there. I stayed in the relationship, even though not for as many years as Keyshawn has been in this one. But I stayed in those relationships. The first one was because I had a baby and I needed help with the baby. I was scared. It was a fear, like I said, fear, some kind of fear, a fear of being left alone with this baby in college and she's sick and to be a single mom. I was scared of it. Okay. Uh, and we fought and all that stuff. Now I ain't never been. I've never. Well, okay. In that relationship, there was never no initiation. Okay, usually it was me doing a slap first, and then it's gonna go off. But now then the second one was it was a sickness kind of like I said. Oh, you slap, I'm a slap slap. Oh, you slap slap, I'm a slap slap slap. It was just a sickness, like a what's is there a term for that? It was the tit for tat. Like as long as I was clawing and getting mine and whatever, I wasn't tripping. And it only happened like 3 times that relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. You folks be staying in bull s for all kind of reasons. It could be physical BS, mental BS, emotional BS, just toxic. Yeah, there we go. She said toxic. Okay. That's true because at the end of the day, a restraining order can still get you off. Yeah, a piece of paper can't protect you like a loaded piece. Come on now. I think it depends on the man too. Autumn had a more powerful man, but Keyshawn's man is a bum. I really think it's Stockholm's. Yeah. Well, and the thing about it is, what's up? Let's talk about what is up with Derek in these jobs. Like, how are they living? I guess they were living off her stripping. And then he was talking about, I guess she got, oh, so yeah, he was the husband and the pimp because she the only one look like she bringing money in. So she bring all the money to him because he was like, I'll go buy you something. Hey, you buying something? Did y'all remember that how he said he'll buy her something? Don't take her somewhere to the outlets or something. And I was like, how you doing that, bro? But now I'm thinking more about it. She must go get the bacon and bring it home for him to fry it up. That's what's going on there. Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord, no. What I don't do is play with my money. Okay. No, 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 no. But one has to be ready to use that piece along with having the paper. Yeah. For those whatever reasons, women will forgive until the next time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bottom line, if Autumn didn't purchase Uncle's irresponsibility, would have already lost the pink. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yep, she's always been the breadwinner. His family cut him off, and he's a failure. That's so crazy. Like maybe he was always gonna be a failure, even if he would have never got her pregnant. But he was acting like he had this whole bright future and stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you really think the dude will change. She gives him the money. Yep. Yeah. Right. So. Mm, 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 mm. Keyshawn, what us gonna do with you, Keyshawn, and them redheaded kids you got? Come on now, Keyshawn. Buck up, Keyshawn. Remember, Derek family was one of the rich families in that town. Soon as he got Mississippi pregnant and he stayed with her, they shunned him. Yeah. So because he got a black girlfriend, he can't get no job. I don't know about that. Not in the late 2000s like that. Even in Mississippi, I don't think so. Probably that temper is holding him back. Yeah, probably that. Okay. And he might not be all too bright. I think his family is stopping his bags. You think so? I want them to bring that out then. If that's what the problem is with Derek, I want to see it. I want to see how they're doing that. If that's the real deal with Derek, I want to see it. And why? Just because he got black. Because didn't Mississippi say something like she was taking the baby over to his mama house, or he took the baby over to the mama house, and the mama was, trying to do something with the little redhead baby? I don't know. But I'm very interested in seeing where this goes. Messing with that damn Autumn, a kind-hearted scoundrel. That's exactly what Autumn is. So now let's move over here to grandmother. Grandmother was a lounge singer back in the day at the Pink all through the decades. She didn't had her time at the Pink all through the decades. And we see Clifford's mama calling her Uncle Clifford as a baby. I didn't get that. Why is you calling her him? Yeah, her Uncle Clifford. Now I was on Gabor's channel, and a lady was saying she probably said that as a pet name, already being able to see where he was going. You know what I'm saying? As to being a gay man. No, they're not. His ass. No, they're not. His ass could work at the black establishments, right? Where there is will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there's a way. Okay, I was like, what? Okay, I know that town got a Walmart or something. Girl, he said he out there getting trying to look for a job to be a manager. Okay, he can't hold a job, or maybe they are the family blackballing him. The family is racist, so him knocking up a black woman messed up their bloodline. That's true, but I don't know. I'm trying to see. In 2020, he can't get no job. I just don't. I just don't. I'm not with it. It's something else. It's something else going on. And like I said, if it is about the family going out there and telling folks not to hire their own son, because he white, he's all the way white, whether he got redheaded mixed kids or not, he's white. I don't know. Instead of always visibly portraying Sippy Cup as physically beat down, they should include the severity of how he is using her money. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I guess that would step on too many women's toes. Okay. Too many men's toes. Okay. It needs to be shown that. That's right. That's right. Instead of showing her being a victim and getting beat up and stuff like that, they should look at the heinous ways of a pimp husband, a husband pimp. Uncle Clifford ain't a gay name though. That's true. It damn sure ain't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it right. Why did they do that? That was a slip up. Why would you have the mama and the little boy about 3 or 4, and you letting them hold a purse at 3 or 4, and then calling him Uncle Clifford? That's weird. That's weird. Today, many women are giving money to men rather the men are beating their tails or not. Girl, I'm not the one. I'm not shoveling over no money like that. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. Told you I'll be watching to see how these Negroes is watching my pocket, okay? Because, girl, they trifling out here. Now, let's move from Mississippi over to, where was I going? To grandmother. Okay. So grandmother is sick with the COVID. Everybody's sitting around with this lady is an old woman with COVID. She probably got the worst strain. Shit. And everybody rolling around the house, barely masked, ain't got no gloves on, sitting there touching on her and letting her sweat on them and stuff. But it's different when you have your family in the house and they sick. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. I can see that. She relapsing in her mind back into days of her glory days down at the Pink singing. And, those of us who know Loretta Devine and her body of work and talent, we already know that she can sing. So I'm glad that they brought that to light to those who didn't know on this show. And so she's going into all these hallucinations and stuff. And Clifford's mama didn't die, right? So this is the first time we're seeing about his mama and stuff. First time I'm remembering hearing about his mama. Uncle Clifford's mom was sure a rare in the 80s to have her little 4-year-old carrying a purse, conditioned at its finest for the audience. Yeah, I do think so too, because baby, that was not going down in no shit 80s, late 70s. What? How old is Clifford in 2020, 2021? Ain't he about 50? Late 40s? So if 2021 he late 40, that boy was born in the early 70s. And baby, I know you ain't sitting up giving. It might be like you said, a rarity where like parents is like, just do you, and I'm gonna feed into it. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, a mom would have made her son get beat up, and most definitely the 70s. But I don't know, because see, I was born in 79, and the boys that ended up gay when we were older, came out gay when we were older, like they people just didn't say nothing. And we lived in a small town. So whenever they would get teased about being gay and maybe like have to fight or something like that, I ain't never seen. I'm talking about some black mamas that was the biz naive in town, and everybody liked them. Everybody did them. They just kept their mouth closed. Really? Now I'm saying I'm going through. It's about 8 of them that I know. Kept their mouth closed. Them mamas didn't say nothing. And then the mamas that was in not the street mamas didn't say nothing. Didn't act like nothing. Wasn't doing none of this. And then the church mamas was running them in that church, baby. They was running them in that church, keeping them in that church. He had a 40th birthday party. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you for clarifying that. I'm thinking about the boys in church and stuff like that. They wasn't accepted. Everybody kept their mouth closed where I grew up at when the boys was gay. So yeah, his mama was very much a rarity with allowing him to carry that purse at 4 years old. Very much a rarity in that time period. And I do agree with you that it's a way to put in the mindset of people that this is how you must be with your children. Again, I've always said that I feel like there is not enough where we're doing all this trauma and how people feel and acknowledging feelings. I feel in the whole coming out LGBT type of culture that the LGBT don't even think about parents and how they feel. It's just about the individual person who's coming out. Nothing about how parents may be hurt, how parents should deal with the hurt. It's just get over it, bitch, because this is what it is. That ain't now, bitch. That's not how it's supposed to be. Because see, now this culture where we have to watch everybody's feelings. We need to address everybody. Everybody is an individual that we need to address their individual trauma, and everybody get a trophy. Everybody get it. Why we ain't talking about the parents and how they might feel and how they might want to support, but at the same time, there may be some disappointment a little bit because all parents have plans for their children. And if their plans differ from whatever the child is doing, whether they're coming out gay or if they deciding to be a stripper or deciding to girl, the worst thing that folks could say when I was growing up is that they want to go to cosmetology school. Baby, girl, that was like a death in the family. Nigga, what? Cosmetology school? They was not with that shit, girl. And I went with that shit when Brooklyn over here telling me she wanted to be an esthetician. Girl, get out my face. So no shade, but not for mine. See, and that's my individual privilege as a person. Okay? And as the one who would be paying. You see what I'm saying? But don't nobody ever want to address the parents and how the parents feel. Now, if the parents are abusive, I can see balking them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But just because they're disagreeing or they may be hurt, and most parents might be hurt for a while and still come around. Most of the parents I saw with kids that were gay when I was growing up, the kids that I was raised that their kids came up were gay when I was an adult. Like those who, like in my early 30s, and they're in my homegirls and stuff, whose kids were, or even just friends here, in Dallas and here, they had babies early. So in my early 30s, their kids were teenagers and stuff, and expressing themselves. You know what I mean? I mean, even my aunt used to try to act like my cousin was dating boys and showing pictures of boys and shit. And we were just like, girl, no. And she's a girl. She ain't no stud. She's a girl looking lesbian. And we just had to let my aunt come to, it wasn't none of my kids, so I wasn't tripping off of it. But that really kind of got to her a little bit. Now she's very much accepting. The girl that she's with now had a baby before, and girl, my auntie is the baby's goddamn granny, second granny. Okay, but I just hate how it's never any thought as to the parents. I can't stand that. We knew when we knew we knew when we knew, but they were older, not no damn 4 years old. Right, right. Now, my foster sister that my mom had, her and her daughter, her and her son in the house, we knew when he was 2 that he was gay. Just the way he was doing and dancing, and I don't just the way he spoke and did it. I was like, okay. We expected that he would be gay, we would that eventually he would live a gay life, right? And he did. He did for probably from like 10, he was more acting and stuff like that, to about 21. And girl, he went and turned his life over to God and got saved, and God put it in his heart and his spirit to lead that lifestyle. He got a whole wife and children in the military. Okay. Now here come the gay men, and especially if it's some beef safety people here talking about, girl, he ain't really straight. That's disrespectful. How the fuck you gonna tell somebody that they are when they just said they ain't? Just like you don't want nobody to tell you ain't when you say you are. Ooh, child, it works my fucking nerves. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? I see some of y'all getting real quiet. Y'all want to run around here talking Aunt Clifford cute. Did you see what Aunt Clifford did? But you don't want to talk about the hard stuff. Not that adults are unaware. When you see it, you see it. LOL. But the purse wouldn't have been supported. No. Mm-mm. Is it that some of these accepting parents, women and men, are a little gay themselves? I don't think so. Oh no. Oh, maybe the ones who be like pushing it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm behind, but the LGBT do not acknowledge the mourning the parent may experience. Exactly. Yes, I feel that. You never get that. You never feel that. Now, I've heard some individual, like not from the LGBT like culture. Now, I've heard individual stories on YouTube where individuals, not the culture in support of the parents, where the individual understood where their parent was coming from, and why their parent was uh hurt, confused, or whatever emotion they were feeling. So grandmother is sick. Grandmother that came down with the COVID child. Came down with the COVID child. Came down with the COVID child. Okay. And girl, I'm just too through with how they was running that house, baby. Cause honey, I'd be in the trash bags dealing with grandmother. At that point in time when COVID, baby, I'd have been in trash bags and masks all around my face with holes in the eyes, and girl. Mm-mm. So we found out little murder can cook and know his way around the kitchen. And girl, just for a quick millisecond, I was like, was murder the bottom? On the one scene we had with Teak. And now that I've watched this whole episode, I'm like, that was little hints that baby boy was versatile. Okay. I was like, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of you, little murder. But that doesn't change his attraction to men just because he doesn't act on his attraction. Well, that may be true. I said he left the lifestyle alone. So, and if he say he's not gay no more, I like women's, I think that should be respected by the community. Whether they think, oh, he's still gay, Chad. Don't be saying that shit. Or get over to the side in the kitchen sink and say that shit. But don't say it to their face. I feel like you should not put that in a child's face. Let them be a child. And if they don't want to a lifestyle of their choice, then that's that. Yeah. Why didn't they take her to the hospital sooner? Exactly. Exactly. Maybe she was saying like what she was saying when she was going into the ambulance. I don't want to die alone. Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe they ain't got no insurance because they barely had a pink. So maybe they ain't, I don't know what that was about. But she starts, reminiscing about her heydays and stuff, looking all cute. Then they had her looking all haggard. And she starts slipping and seeing her daughter, who is Clifford's mother. And the daughter even comes in talking about, come on, mama, come on. And she was like, nah, baby, I ain't gonna be able to come with you just yet. I was like, Lord, the daughter then came with her some liquor, a cocktail, girl. Come on, girl. We've been waiting on you. Been saving your seat at the table, girl. Okay. We've been saving your seat at the table, girl. We got your drink already. About time you came to drink for all the ice melting, okay? So, honey, grandmother said, baby, I got stuff to do. That's why I don't think grandma. I'm gonna just put it out right now. I don't think grandmother's gonna die. So then she didn't got up. Now you got the COVID. You can't get up and go halfway, go to the bathroom. You can't bit more sit up in the bed, but you didn't wheeled yourself up. Well, wheeled yourself up and walk down by the riverside. Amen. Down by the riverside. Glory down by the riverside. I'm going to lay down my burdens. Down by the riverside. Study war no more. Ooh, that studying war no more. It really ain't talking about just like war, like fighting and stuff. It's just the war of life. Mm-hmm. So, your delivered adopted brother is the type of parent I was referring to. Been in the life, but got out and produced kids. LOL. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I don't know how they ain't sick. But I know a lot of folks that was caring for folks and never got sick. I know folks who done been through all these 2.5 years and ain't never had the COVID. My mama ain't never had the COVID. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Woo! I thank you, Jesus. Mm, mm, mm. Woo, golly. Shit, production ain't had COVID, and he been working the entire MF in time, having to go out and be around people. He ain't never had none. But they had that Pfizer too. Well, they didn't have Pfizer at first because see, all them. When did we? I got my vaccination last May 2021, and I think Brooklyn and production got theirs in February, and my mama got hers in January, something like that. So they went through 9 months without without a COVID, without a shot, and he was working the whole damn time. But mama and him got that Pfizer, y'all. Anybody had that Pfizer and got the COVID? They got that Pfizer, child. I know many homosexual parents. None of the children are gay. Yeah, I don't know a lot of homosexual parents except for Brooklyn, one of Brooklyn's good best friends that she grew up with. She got two mamas, but the girl gay too. Like, that ain't my business because ain't none of my kid. I, I I don't know. The girl was all in the boys, them growing up. Then all of a sudden now it's whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, maybe she was just trying it out. I don't know. I ain't kept up with the little girl since they went to college. They're adults living heterosexual lives. No reason for Mister to speculate otherwise. For me to speculate otherwise. They're adults living heterosexual. Right. Okay. Yep. 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 Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on to grandmother. So, who knows if grandmother? Who thinks grandma gonna die, and who thinks she gonna make it? Girl, she got up there sick like that, and still got dang went down to the riverside, got butt naked, and want to get in that water. Let me tell y'all something about water. Hallelujah. Ooh, girl. Every time I've been going through some stuff, I had some issues. I was emotionally challenged in some kind of way. I go to the water, preferably a beach. But I've taken the waterfalls now. Waterfalls are like, oh my gosh, they're cleansing too, especially if they have a watering hole in front of it that you can kind of swim in. Get in some water and let that water wash you clean, baby. Water for my mind. Give me water. Water for my mind. Yes. That's real talk. Oh my gosh. I have been unvaccinated the whole time, worked with the public as a counselor, just got tested every week, and I have never had COVID. Okay. Go ahead, Danielle Harris, excuse me. Go ahead. I think she's gonna pass. You do? Why? Why you think that? Listen at y'all. I think she will die. She was looking for healing at the water. Yeah, and then she finna go in there. And girl, this is my okay. So we moving on. I'm trying to wait on y'all to comment. Isn't she blind? She is. Yep, she's blind to a degree. I think she can see like shadows and stuff like that. Um, give me water, water for my mind. Oh, girl, the healing power of water, baby. Yeah, and they snatched her from going down there because hell, it's probably cold. They don't want her to get no cold on top of the COVID. That water must have been close. Yeah, I guess so. And so after they bring her back, they she has to get on the stretcher and get in the ambulance. And she kept saying, I don't want to die by myself. I don't want to die alone. I was like, why would you die alone? And Clifford, why you ain't getting in the ambulance? And then I remember, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Shit, they still don't to this day. They only let you come into a doctor's appointment. They don't want nobody else coming either. I'm like, all these people in and out, and all y'all doing is still just changing the paper. Y'all ain't even sanitized no more. You might as well let everybody in here. Shit. I love the water too more than anything. I love to be light as a feather and float. Yep. Yes. I like to sit on the beach and just let the waves come over, like get down deep enough to where they're gonna wash over my head, and then you know what I'm saying. I love it. Um, but honestly, y'all, I really feel as though I feel like she gonna make it, y'all. I really do. I hope she does. She's pivotal to Clifford. I said the same thing. But I had to realize that Katori is representing this as the rural Mississippi Delta. Low income Black or brown people don't go to the doctor because of the expensive meds or copay. I can believe that. Floating on the water is a different type of peace of mind. It definitely is. Also, that was the same water spot Teak died at. Was it? Oh no, no. Oh no, Nero. Just because there was some trees and some water. A lot of people died alone in the hospital. Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. Don't low income people got Medicaid? Yeah, you got to get approved for that. So you never know what stipulations. But yeah, a lot of low income people have Medicaid. So she get on the stretcher and she go on right. And I'm trying to understand why, girl, why y'all ain't at the hospital at least in the car. You know what I'm saying? Talking in the car or whatever. And I don't know. I just feel like grandmother is on her own. For real though. Okay, for real though. I had the prize vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine, and got it, but did not know I was asymptomatic. I just thought it was a sinus infection. Yeah. Whoo, shucks. Child, let me tell y'all something. Your grandmother got the COVID hard and is up and stuck in the hospital with no one there, and you find time to fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? You find time to fuck raw. Excuse me? Really? A motherfucker, excuse me? Oh, he hesitated, did he? Okay, I didn't even see that part. Your grandmother is in the hospital full of other COVID patients. Full of other COVID patients, dying by herself, and you found time to fuck. I said, well, la di da. What in the hell? What in the hell? I feel the conversation between Clifford and Murder. I definitely do. Uh, it's an important one because they are at an impasse on the public nature of their relationship, given that uh, Lil Murder is on the DL and Clifford is a flagrant queen. You know what I'm saying? And with Lil Murder being a rapper, you know, they don't take too kindly to the LGBT rapping and stuff. Or, you know, they ain't man enough or whatever, right? So they can't do it. So they have a little conversation on what you trying to, who are you? This is what Murder asked him. To me, Clifford didn't give him a good answer. I'm Uncle Clifford. Okay. Then I said, who? Like, what are you? What do you know? What do you represent? What are you going for? What, like, you know, like, come on, stop with the bullcorn. You know what I'm saying? That was a whack answer. And then he gonna return the answer like, or she gonna return the answer like, well, who are you? I'm something that they won't let me be. I wasn't feeling it. The conversation was weak. The conversation was weak. That it needed. If you was trying to make you making all these little side points in this series, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna have real conversation about between two gay men about the perceptions that they give off as gay men and how to beat them at least, or even talk about beating them. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for that conversation. It was weak sauce. And then what'd you do? Get to the fucking. So this to me, a lot of opinions are that LGBT is like very a lot of or the LGBT culture can be very promiscuous and stuff like that. That's a lot of flagrant gay sexual acts going on this show. Like I understand that Murder and Teak loved each other, but and now you know and Clifford and Murder love each other. You know, and different. I can tell. You know, of course they had different ways and varying ways, and for different reasons. But Lil Murder bent Clifford over a jukebox last season and did him in. Didn't want to. They also was sucking somebody dingling last season, just flagrant. Ain't hardly knowing the people, liking them, but ain't hardly knowing the people. I feel like it does a disservice to do this kind of flagrant sex. It does a disservice to the LGBT. And you know, and if you're trying to dispute, uh, uh, what do you call it? Ideologies and what is it called? What is it called when stereotypes? Oh, girl, I was struggling to bring that up to the forefront. Okay, hello, hi. Ooh, I was tripping. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking that part. Why is it all this flagrant sex and now y'all having sex without a condom? Off some words? Now you talking about irresponsible. That's the type of shit that got all these illegitimate babies out of here and all these people with HIV in y'all's community, in the black community, which is most of your audience, in a younger, you know, younger 20 and 30 something community, in the old community with the, you know, the old heads, the 50s and 60s, you know, that didn't do a lot of condomizations and stuff back in the day. I wasn't here for that. I was not here for that. If you're gonna make points to support the acceptance, the tolerance, the welcoming of the LGBT community, why are you okay? You say, oh, it's the reality though. People have sex, super and them over there on Twitter. People have sex naked or you know raw. Yeah, they do, but you're making a point to well, I guess okay, yeah, I was gonna say normalize LGBT, and that is kind of a normalization as far as folks do screw raw. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it for the LGBT, and I ain't even LGBT. I ain't like it. I think they shouldn't for the rest of the season have no more sex. It's just sex, sex, sex. Yes, we are getting the love part. We are getting feelings and getting a relationship together, but I don't know. Mm, I have sex when I'm stressed too. Some people eat a lot or not at all. I eat a lot when I'm stressed. I'll fast forward through the screwing. Okay, so let's talk about it, right? So we got to see another first for me, okay? First, for a lot of people, from what I'm seeing on the net, Clifford, a outward queen, and Lil Murder, a down low brother, screwing. Wait, Clifford, an outward queen, and I think he was a bear as well. You know, because they call heavier men in the LGBT a bears. Okay, probably a bear with this younger, fitter, more like thug, not like thuggy looking at least, because he's not thuggy in his real heart. Thuggy looking boyfriend getting it in missionary style. I'm not stupid. I know that folks can lay on their back and take it in the booty, but I never have thought about it for like man and woman or man and man. Uh it was definitely a lot for your girl. It was a lot to see that man on his back like that. It was a lot for the stuff he was saying. It was a lot for how fucking fine this man is. Ooh. And I don't know. I was hollering like out loud, trying to get through it. I think I'm okay to say that. I think I can say how I felt about that. I don't think that's disrespectful. But I was like, oh, just trying to get through it. Still trying to take it in so we can talk about like whatever feelings and stuff that they were saying through this and stuff like that. But girl, I was hollering. I ain't gonna lie. And I think that I probably gonna follow suit with you, India, and fast forward through some of that. I don't think that that's any disrespect to the show, to the bringing apart the characters, but it's just some things that I don't have to visually partake in life. And I've done that. I've paid my respects to the show, the writing, what they're trying to do, and I'm through with it. It's very hard for me to visually take it in. That topping, in addition to the uncle and the groomed connected beard, is more than enough information to call him a her. That topping, in addition to the uncle. Y'all that want to go up for that need to stop. It's ridiculous. Who's y'all? I don't even know what you're saying about the topping, in addition to the uncle and the groomed connected beard, is more than enough information not to call him or her. Okay. So, okay, I was like, what you talking about? Okay. Did anyone see the Twitter clip about murder always sexing to soothe? Told you PB had murder, got down, and put Teak in his mouth. Teak would still be with the PV family. Wait, if murder would have got down, put Teak in his mouth, Teak would still be in the PV valve. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get what you're saying. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me drop this link real quick, because after reading that book the other day, I'm worn out from reading, okay? I think you are looking at this wrong. See, they were being vulnerable, letting go of their pride, them wrapped in all that death and sadness. Girl, I don't give a fuck. I hear you need Mimi, but I just feel like I feel like I don't know. I felt like that was a little irresponsible, making a point to not do to say that they weren't doing it with a condom. They want to have some happiness, even for a second. I mean, this is the thing. Now, come on now. Who really believes that you can't feel shit with a condom? Okay, and happiness should be not asking a motherfucker who'll tell you anything. My mom raised me that a nigga would tell you anything. Okay, not asking, not listen to what a motherfucker said about his status, reading about what the doctor said about a nigga status, okay? And some people's form of coping with pain is to have sex. Yeah. Maybe they want to spin into a HIV or monkeypox PSA next to you. So crazy. I hope not. I hope don't nobody get no HIV from that. But that could be another spin too. The irresponsibility and then somebody coming down with HIV. They seem to be the only true love on the show. They for sure have the best sex scenes. They need to have safe sex no matter what. I agree with that. I disagree because hetero people act the same way. I don't think it was a disservice. I think, but see, the thing about it is, hetero people ain't vying for respect types. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. There are many black script hetero shows that have careless sex. I feel you, but once again, hetero ain't vying for respect, for acceptance, for beating stereotypes. They ain't. And I'm just saying, if that's what you're going for, I feel like that's the narrative you need to stick with, not trying to be like hetero because you're saying that you're not, and you're not. Hold on, this is my mama. That's actually coming for trans women to top. I saw it when I watched The Normal Heart on HBO. Okay, it's shocking if you've never saw it. The fact that trans women top simply makes them gay men because what are they topping with a penis? Facts are facts. I don't like sex scenes, gay or straight. I just don't care to see it. I don't like a whole bunch of crazy kissing and shit. Ugh. Seeing the tongue and all that. Ugh. I was on anybody. I was disappointed with that part of the scene. Yeah. Yeah. With the non protection. I want to see more healthy love relationships and no more lame sex scenes. Go big or not at all with all the characters. Okay. When Lil Murder said, "I want to feel you inside of me," I was like, "What? What you mean?" You crazy. I mean, on your last review, I was saying the last time Teak went to acting up, Murder gave him the D. Oh, okay. While he was getting topped by Cliff, he could have very well gave Teak some head to stop the suicide. Oh shit! Or get shot in his head too. The condom part is not what. Oh, okay. You were saying why they was having sex while Grandma was in the hospital. I still can't get over that, Mimi. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I know they had just came back together and stuff like that, but I'm mad that they were screwing while Granny was in the hospital. Nope. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And that last comment was pretending to say, "Okay, got you." No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, 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 no. Okay. So one other thing we found about Murder is that he's very smart. Remember how he calculated some kind of numbers about something? I forgot exactly what it was, but he's very, very smart. So we liking everything about Murder, honey. Okay, with his fine self. Yeah, and I'm gonna be open minded that it probably is. It just never has been for me. So I don't know. I don't know. Now, now let's run this all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me text my mom. Okay. All right, I'm back. All right. Last but not least, oh Mercedes and her baby Terica. Ooh, girl, I think this thing went too long. I almost don't want to talk about Mercedes now. This is the part I came on here to talk about. Oh my gosh. Can I first say, if I was Shell, I would beat the wine piss out of Mercedes, taking mine anywhere and getting medical procedures done on it. And I say mine as Shell because I am raising her. Because at any time that Mercedes got grown and got her little life together, she got somewhere to live and woo woo woo. She could have went and got her damn child. At least try to petition for some kind of custody. Okay? So, baby, I would knock Mercedes out. I don't give a damn if I was piss poor in my drawers in the front yard. You don't come and get none of mine and take them to get nan fucking procedure. Okay? I was like, no, stop the madness. Wait, let's not go back to Uncle Clifford giving it to him like that. Girl, Uncle Clifford, the actual man who plays Uncle Clifford, he looked like he had been waiting on that shit forever. The way he was playing that scene, he was tossing that boy. I was like, Chad, I bet whatever his name, Anon's son, whatever, was like, ooh, I've been waiting to get skin to skin with this little Negro. Okay? But anyway, so always Mimi said, "Oh no, ma'am. Well, if Shell is raising her, she not doing it right now. Shell too busy down in Four Locos. Well, what was Mercedes too busy doing for the first 15 years? Okay, because the last 2, 3 years that we didn't watch, we only watched the 2 seasons, but I think this season went about what 2 years at least in their lives. She didn't have her shit together and went and got that girl. She went and put her money on a motherfucking gym. Was trying to put her money on the gym, not getting her daughter. Oh, we gonna argue this. Oh, we gonna argue this. Shell is baby. It listen. In all of my 21 years of raising this girl, or 20 years of raising this girl, it's been times when I wasn't fully present either. But you don't come get mine and do a motherfucking thing with her. We gonna argue this. Shell don't even know that the friend she was hanging out was a boy. Baby, you don't come get mine at my house and take them to do a motherfucking thing at the hospital. Do you hear what I'm saying? At all. You don't make decisions for mine like that. And you knew at this, Mimi, but you may find in your motherhood that sometimes you have not been all the way on the ball, or you thought you was on the ball and shit still got away from you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I would fuck Mercedes' world up. I wouldn't give a fuck about none of that shit. About none of that shit. Mercedes has been a working, rent paying motherfucker for years. And the first thing she getting her wait till she get her money right, not to go get her child, but to go open a gym for some other bitches and they kids. You bet not come get mine. You bet not come get mine. I agree, probably, but that's still Mercedes' child. Not in the court of law, not for no custodialship. Y'all better get for real out here. Not no custodialship. I wonder how the off-balance guy's wife really feels about that. Okay, I'll be watching her too. And she be kissing him in the mouth like she don't care nothing about it though. Okay. People keep screaming acting, but playing a murderer, monster, etc. doesn't include kissing all the sexual shit that this straight man is out here doing. More like a gay for pay to me. I don't know. And I mean in real life. I don't know. I've been watching her too. I've been watching the wife on Instagram and on because that is his wife. He said, okay. I thought it was the fiance, but she is his wife. I've been watching her because I watch a lot of his interviews and stuff like that. I've been really watching her. And honey, he be trying to book have all this positive stuff for the negative comments and stuff. I said, you gotta, you gotta, you gotta. She never asked any of her tricks to help her get stable to get her child. It was always about the gym. That's why I'm saying. Okay, let's play this out. If she would have went to Shell was going to make her have the baby and then blame Mercedes. It don't listen. I don't care about no shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you don't come get my mother. Can't nobody come get my child out of here. You know, girl, I can't even tell that. You don't come and get my child to have to go to no doctors, baby. Nothing. No legal matters. Nothing like that. Point blank, period. But she chose to go to her real mother with that situation. And her real mother, not custodial, no, you don't have no rights over that girl, and they ain't even tried to get none. Her real mother should have had the foresight and wherewithal to take that girl back over there to Shell And then all three of them come up with something. But bitch, you don't make no motherfucking decisions about none of mine I done raised. And I mean that. You don't make nary a decision about none of mine that I done raised hoe. And if you was that much of the real mama bitch, how you got a gym before you got custody? You funky Memphis whore. Now I like Mercedes, but we ain't gonna let her do anything just because we like her. I hate how they've this value in the stepmother just because she's not biological. It's as if they forgot her good service. Shell legally has the parental consent. That's what I'm trying to say, Neuro. And I just want some of y'all talking to think if you had your own child and you was a single mama and then you wanted a nigga, you fell in love with a nigga, you want that nigga to treat your child like that's really his, right? Well, that's what Shell has been doing. Yes, she might have some what do you call it? What's the R word? Resentment about shit, but she been taking good care of that girl. Now as a parent, you are still a human and you still gonna go through shit. And sometimes you don't show up fully for your child. And that's what Shell is going through right now. Okay. And she's rebellious, got a little mouth on her, and she like to fuck. And Sheldon lost her job due to COVID. She going through some shit. So she like, and that's how most of the any of y'all teenage mamas, any of y'all teenage or not teenage, but early 20 mamas, where your mom and dad just let go of you and your ass got pregnant. I'm raising my hand. These kids will get away from you. And I don't like the shell bashing. I don't think Murder's wife is a black American, which may play part in why she doesn't care. Oh, really? Where y'all getting that from? Her custody? Nah, bump that shit. At least they portray her nowadays like she is just a drunk, right? Tika Sumter from Have a Had Nots married her white man who played a game. Oh, okay. Tika Sumter married a white man? Yes, Mercedes is in the wrong because she hollering about the judge would not give her to her. However, there are plenty of stripper girls who have custody of their kids. Right. Mercedes, end of the day, baby, you had a gym before custody. Can anybody do a hashtag gym before custody? Let me start it off for y'all. Okay. Yes. I guess Mercedes wanted to be there for Terica in that time. No, Mercedes wanted to go against the law and make decisions. See, and Mercedes would have to give me that gym. I had run. She need to sell me and give me the equity in it or whatever. Give me whatever what she made off the gym. Run it because I'm suing you, bitch. You don't come get none of mine and take them nowhere. Shell is resentful and bitter. She never invested in that girl. What the girl? It was living real nice and real good. All last season was getting well taken care of. That girl ain't said Sheldon did her bad at all. Patricia, Mercedes, and Shell are all to bleed, all to blame. Who is Patricia? Is that Woodbine? Shell fucked up by letting Terica hear her real thoughts. That's traumatizing for a child here, I'm sure. But we fuck up as mothers. And at the same time, as her custodial mother, you don't come get none of mine. Okay? These women who marry men who have played gay roles are probably gay as well. Girl, might be you said we don't want to talk about gay no more, girl. Might be not wait, might not be, but we don't know anything outside of what they show portray. Okay. His wife's maiden name isn't American. Okay. Oh, so y'all can't give me no gym before custody? I don't give a damn because you ain't gonna change my mind. Mercedes did what she wishes her horrible mom did. Yeah. So I love the contrast going back and forth between Mercedes and Woodbine, and that she saw herself acting like Woodbine. And I love it that she drew back. Like, hold up, hold up. Have you noticed that the most that Mercedes can give us is scowling and mad and stuff like that? I want her to do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I want her to do some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's not against the law. The adult doesn't have to be your parent. A minor just has to have an adult, I believe. Girl, somebody look that up while we talking and come back. That's material stuff. The girl doesn't feel love. We don't know that. The only time you felt like she may not feel love is when she overheard that shit from a hard time with the mama. Are y'all mamas? I just had to ask that. Are y'all mamas in the atmosphere out here? Dee was saying, I can see that due to the flashbacks. Okay, you talking about this stuff earlier. Hey, Tajor. Um, Shell can go to hell. Not too much on Memphis, my current city. Uh, Mercedes should, well, it was more of the whore than the Memphis, Tajor. Mercedes should have started a paper trail the night Terica was stopped by the law. Girl, Mercedes should have went and got the girl on the cusp that y'all are saying that that's her real mother when she got a house in a 3-bedroom home, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, whatever. It's 3-bedroom, ain't it? I don't know. That's what she should have did. Just because you leaving, just because you living good, don't mean the parents ain't trying. I ain't say that, but we ain't get what I'm saying is the storytelling did not say that she was doing that girl wrong. The the storytelling does not say that. You are assuming at this point though. Sadie's can't smile too much because they're done. Private IU, it's a trip. Yes, they are done. If I was in her live, I was in her live earlier, and they are certainly done. They're done. I was raised by my grandma, but I always wanted my mother's love and input on my life. That's all fine. We could have all sat down at my kitchen table over some Pinot Noir. Whatever I got left, we could have sat down all three. Well, not her being pregnant, but we could have sat down and we could have came to. But bitch, what you ain't gonna come get mine out my house and take them nowhere, okay? I would, without me being in that ass for a long ass time. I would have showed her to the house and shame Shell. I bet she would have given her the child then. Child, it whatever. But you best to have ran it by me. What y'all about to do? I know that. So, girl, what was going on in the diner when Woodbine and Sadie's was in the diner and Sadie's with a little girl or young girl? Was Woodbine telling Sadie's to go trick? Because if you just told her to go trick, how you gonna then get mad when she telling you that her boyfriend gave her some money? You tell me you better not open your leg. You better not be out there doing it. And you gonna beat her up in front of everybody. Why Woodbine didn't go to jail? I wonder if Woodbine got a arrest warrant. Now that might affect her run for mayor. Woodbine, was you finna trick or was you telling the girl to trick? And if you were telling the girl to trick, why'd you beat her when you thought she was tricking? Because you supposed to be the pimp? You didn't know about that money? I'm trying to understand. Woodbine. Excuse me, Woodbine. You can't just glaze over what that woman said. That was heartbreaking for Terica to hear that her mother hated her for real. She didn't say she hated her. She said that she was just resentful that man cheated on her and then threw that baby on her. That's all she said. Girl, I don't know about y'all. Is y'all a mama? You gonna say some shit. You gonna do some shit, okay? Girl, I ain't trying to hear it. I didn't get Shell was a bad parent first season. I didn't either. Woodbine was pimping out her daughter. Okay, so that's what she was doing, Mimi. So she was basically saying, bitch, don't get no side money that I don't know nothing about. Because to me, when she looked back and looked at that man, it looked like she told Woodbine told Sadie's, get over there with that man. And Sadie was like, baby, I don't even have to do this on your behest no more. You know, because I got a man who loved me, want to take care of me. You know, this older man, since you was finna put me on this older man, but I done got me an older man on the side that I'm about to get pregnant by. Okay. I love to hate Patricia. Girl, we call her Woodbine over here. Okay, Woodbine. Sadie's could have anonymously called the Child Protective Service in her city to get right. Sadie ain't about shit. And I would have whopped my Sadie's ass when she came back taking my child to get a motherfucking abortion. Okay. Yeah, Woodbine was mad. Hey, haven't seen Woodbine was mad she didn't get her cut. Hallelujah. Okay. What? Woodbine. Woodbine. Baby, I was like, what is going on here? So, okay, so that's what it was. So Woodbine had been letting the girl go out and do stuff for men. And then kind of find out Woodbine, girl, be tripping me out where the Saints be coming from, girl. So y'all was living couch to couch. You was couch surfing with a teenage daughter? With a daughter? My gosh, wouldn't you have been shamed? Ooh. At the end of the day, Shell kept Terica because of the strength of a man who cheated on her with a 15-year-old. Because off the strength of a man who cheated on her with a 15-year-old, now she is resentful. That's her problem. Okay, it is her problem. But she didn't knowingly make it Terica. So how is she like wrong? That is an inside feeling that her as a human was feeling. She didn't know that Terica was there, and we don't have no evidence of malicious parenting. Y'all doing too much, and I ain't gonna let you do it. I'm not a mama, but I'm a Terica. Well, similar. Well, this is the thing. Since you're a Terica, think about it. If you would have overheard some shit, I understand that it could have been hard. That it would have been hard, it'd have been hurtful, all that, and then it would have had your own resentment. But now, as an older Terica, do you not admit that the situation Shell was in was piss poor, but has been a stand-up woman about it? So she accidentally let the girl overhear her. Yes, I see that caused trauma, but I'm not gonna demonize Shell for being a human and having feelings because she's in a fucked up situation and has been for the last 14, 15 years. And then you want to have your bitch ass that you got a gym and no custody come try to tell me about some drinking when I done lost my motherfucking job, my husband gone, and all of that. No, ho. Black parenting can be harsh, but even as adults, we know the truth hurts. Maybe some people protect their kids with honesty early on, but it has to be balanced with love and respect. I did the honesty early on, straight up. And see, you cannot tell me that you would do that. You cannot tell me that you would not that you would do that. That I would do what? I'm lost. I'm gonna wait for you to tell me before I go on. And see, you cannot tell me that you would do that. Would do what? Woodbine be hating Sadie. Woodbine been hating Sadie for years, yet stole her sinning money. It's always been about the money. Yeah. Okay, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Bring me back. Bring me back. I'm still waiting on Mimi. A lot of these moms are pimps. They charge their kids for their keep. Girl, I've seen it before in real life. We also have to keep in mind Shell was taking care of her deceased husband's outside baby. She has a right to be heard. That's what I was saying. Okay. I want to know where Mercedes' father is. Everybody get to Woodbine and ask her. Woodbine, the church wants to know. Start teaching the kids facts, not feelings. Okay, the truth isn't pretty, and perhaps that honestly could let future problems be avoided. Exactly. Like my uncles used to say, "Oh, your mom was so hard. Your mom was evil." Blah, blah, blah. But when I got 28 and I look back, I told the story the other day, and I looked back and I thought, "Damn, my mama had one kid, another kid on the way." Of her own, and then four other brothers and sisters, younger brothers and sisters that her mama asked her to watch. She had to uproot her whole life and come watch these teenage kids that were hurting from their mama dying, and that now their sister in charge. They're not trying to always be right. You know what I'm saying? So no, I gave my mom a whole bunch of grace when I look back over her life. Okay. You wouldn't do that. You would raise a child. You would raise a child from outside of the marriage. Yes, the child is innocent, but even you would say that was too much to bear. I I never, yeah, but that's my sentiment. That it is too much for Shell to bear. That's definitely my sentiment. That it's too much. It was too much for Shell to bear. And unfortunately, Terica overheard that she's resentful. And that's why I cannot take some of these so-called satiated saints. Ooh, saved, sanctified saints. They be the same ones have their hands in the drug game. Shell could have given up Terica when Sadie's became an adult, but she didn't. That's on her. No, no, the man. When did the man die? Didn't the man die last season? Like right before last season started? No, that man had full custody. No, 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 no. Mercedes about what she say? She 30, 31 or something? Yeah, because she 30 because the girl 15, 14 to 15. So that man was alive when Mercedes became an adult. The girl was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mercedes still 20 something. And the man's still alive. That you would raise a child. Okay, I already did that. Okay. Fuck hard. You don't ever forget no shit like that. You question the intentions behind everything they've done. I'll never forget some of the things said to me. Nor will I. Nor will I. But what I said, I never even was speaking on Terica's feelings. What I said is you ain't gonna come in my house and get none of mine and take them to no motherfucking abortion clinic to have an abortion. That's all I said. I wasn't even talking about Terica. But since y'all talking about Terica, I am acknowledging Terica's feelings, but I also acknowledge Shell's. This is again always worrying about the kid and the parent. Like the parent don't have. It's not like that lady said, "Bitch, I didn't want to fuck with you." No way, she didn't do that. Shell didn't do that to that woman. Shell is going through hard times, was drunk, and was talking to a associate whose child they raising. She didn't know Terica could hear that. Shell has her own type of crazy. To raise a child because you were told to do so between a dying man and an underage girl, she never had good intention. How could she? Terica was a daily reminder. I don't know. Because see, I don't know if I really want to go say all that because when the man was alive, they raised her together as a family. But you're saying that she could have got rid of her after the man died, which was just recently. I'm sure that's why I know that Shell loves that little girl. I think they even said that in season 1, something like that. And even the way she was talking to her and treating her in season 1, she loves the little girl, but she still has resentment sometimes, especially when times get hard as a single mom. I'm sure she does. Let's not act as if biological kids just pop up. Women want all of these choices, yet get mad after which one is it? Yet get mad afterwards. Which one is it? We don't know when he died because when the first season started, he was already dead. Shell had the choice to do what she did. Don't blame Terica. She didn't ask to be born. I don't think she was blaming Terica. I think when she was drunk, she was talking, she was blaming the situation her husband had put her in, the situation she allowed herself to be in. I don't think she was blaming Terica. Terica, she didn't ask to be born into the first shit, so Terica was never adopted. If so, there was nothing Mercedes could do. That's another thing. If there was a full adoption, Mercedes couldn't do nothing. Oh, were you saying that she couldn't do nothing? Even when the biological father, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. She might not could have did nothing in regards to legally being like and like adopting too or something like that, but I'm sure she could. Oh no, because you don't think that she could have got what's the thing? Visitation? I don't know. Oh, okay. So the dad was still alive. So Shell probably hid her true feelings for years. Got it. Her husband asked her to not let Terica go to Mercedes. Her loyalty was her weakness. Ooh. Now Mercedes had every right to slap Terica in the mouth. You up singing some damn wet Uchi song and thinking it's cute that your boyfriend wants to work at Crystal's. She'll blame Mercedes. She never wanted her around Sadie. Okay, so let me get to what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. So what I want to talk to y'all about this right here is this. It would be so hard for me to encourage Brooklyn to have an abortion. Now, thankful she's grown now, so she just had to make her own decision and shit. But at 14, you know you about to have to take care of this baby. You know, as the granny, you finna have to take care of this baby and still take care of this girl. So it would still be hard for me to literally know that this could potentially and most probably will fuck her life up at least for a little bit. Rob her of key life experiences. You know what I'm saying? But I could not still have that blood on my hands. I just still couldn't have that blood on my hands. So then I would end up having to help her take care of her daughter and be resentful. Ooh, at least I would, okay? I was going through while they was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, oh Lord. I said, oh girl, what is you telling her? Mercedes, this blood gonna be on you too. This blood about to be on you, baby. And girl, when that girl heard her granny up there preaching, and she said, am I gonna go to hell? And she was like, well, I'll be there with you. And see, I was on Gabor's channel. I thought it was sweet that she would say that as a mother, to ease her mind. But the lady on the Boys channel said, no, she didn't say that shit. She just thinking about all the shit she done did, and that she probably gonna be there too. I said, well, maybe. Bitch, she might be. Bitch, she might be. Bitch, she might be. Bitch, she might be. Okay. I said, well, God dog, lady. Thing is, Sadie's, regardless of not trying hard, knows that Terica is her child. Now that the father is recently out of the picture, Shell is drinking, and Terica came to Sadie's. Sadie's felt right. I don't know. Okay, she could. It ain't about that. It's about running me whooping that ass. And now I'm about to sue you or look for some kind of charges on your ass because you don't come in my house and get none of mine and take them to no abortion clinic to get no motherfucking abortion. Patricia forced her to give up the baby and used her being a stripper for her to never get custody. I believe that. Once a child is adopted, it's fine on new birth certificates. All. I mean, because I was adopted too, but I think that I don't know. I don't know the law on that. But we don't know for sure there's adoption. All we know is that them people had that baby. Do we know for sure that they were adopted? Why because you killing that baby. Why do you think it's blood on your hands? Because you didn't went and kill that baby. Pro-choice, whatever, rape, whatever, you killed a baby though. Now, I do understand someone going to do it for rape. I don't have a heaven to hell to put nobody in. I don't ever want to have to make a decision for someone else about no fucking abortion. That's what I'm saying. Yep, that I would be in another shell. Mercedes would be in another cell situation with another child that probably is loved, but there's resentment that they have to have responsible for them. Responsibility. I would never encourage my child to get an abortion. That would be too much. Okay. Y'all feel like kids don't feel that resentment. I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. No, I don't say that, India. That's not true. That's not how we're saying. What we're saying is, and I know that kids feel the resentment. Okay, I've had it myself. Okay, we do know that, and it does matter in the grand scheme of things. Okay, but that's fucking life at the same time. In regards to the resenter is people, and the resented is people, and in this case, I understand Shell's resentment, and maybe it just is what it is between the two. I just want to say, Terica is the prime example that these kids' that these kids need sex education back in schools. If we speaking in a biblical sense, then don't take kids to get birth control then. We cannot cherry pick sin. Yeah, but we don't have to have a list, we can cherry pick what's on our list. Right? I'm sure on your list ain't murder. Okay, murder ain't on my list. Okay, so I wouldn't pick murder to be on my list. And I'm not saying, oh, I said murder. I hate that I said murder as far as that sin, because then folks look at the whatever. I'm just saying, to be a murderer, I wouldn't want that on my record. You know what I'm saying? So although we can't say what is sin and what isn't, I don't want having pushed somebody to have an abortion on my record. I got enough bullshit on my record. I got enough stuff I got to stand at the gate and explain. You heard me? Parents need to talk to their kids because teens are going to have sex. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. When talking about abortion, it's not just the irresponsible or rape. Abortion also includes the resolution of, so I was seeing that when all the Roe versus Wade was going on. Abortion also includes the resolution of ectopic pregnancies and other complications wherein a mother could die for a fetus. Yeah. So a DNC, I forgot what that stands for, but a DNC that people do when they get a tubal pregnancy, that's considered abortion too. Or a procedure needed that ends in the aborting of a pregnancy. I was 18 and 4 months when I had sex. For everyone who does not live in Mississippi, y'all pro-choice or not. Huh? Here, they want to tell you to save life, but when they are born, they make it hard for Black mothers to get adequate support for kids. Oh yeah, I've heard that argument a lot. Yeah, my friend feels guilty to this day for taking a girl to get one. Yeah. For example, I just registered my child for kindergarten and found out that I would pay for a meal like she is in college for a meal plan. Oh, wow. Yeah, that I can see what that would be hard. I definitely can see what that would be hard. And hey, I don't know. I feel like I was the last crew to get, the last little age that got Section 8. I got everything when I was in college, when I had that baby. Yes, ma'am. So my role wasn't that hard to hold initially. But once all that shit ended, it started getting hard again. Because the government opted out of making free lunch for all students. Wow. Can they? Do y'all really want free lunch for all students? Because that sounds like a bunch of processed food, even more so than what it is now, to be able to make the budget. Sexual acts before marriage is against God. It's highly sinful. I'm just saying, no shade or anything. Yeah. Oh, I hear what you look. You ain't gonna change my mind. I don't want no blood on my hands for no abortion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, that's just what it is for me. I know that sin is sin, and I'm not cherry picking them as far as what is going to be called sin. I'm cherry picking my list to answer for. I got all kind of other shit that I done did and got going on. I ain't finna add abortion or telling nobody to go get abortion. Now, and I'm be honest with you, if I would have got pregnant after Brooklyn by any of these niggas, I was gonna be strongly considering it. But that would have been on me. If that abortion would have been on me, it wouldn't have been me putting it on, encouraging somebody else to get that on their record too. You know what I'm saying? On that, I say in record. I know y'all say, "Oh, she sound all." I don't really care what y'all saying, but I'm just saying like to get that on their, you know, to have that in their life. So if you don't have the money to pay, the child will only get breakfast. Wow. Some kids, those school meals are the only meals they get. Right. I feel like there should be just like when I was growing up, different brackets for how much you get off. But they need to make sense to today's inflation rates and wage rates and stuff like that. Kids feel resentment. I still remember I was the Terica step versus biological. Yeah, I totally agree that they do. But we did not see with Shell where she was showing her the resentment. The only time you saw anything was when she asked when she was drunk and told old girl she wasn't even trying to tell Terica. And I understand when y'all say that they can feel it, but ain't nobody talking about the abandonment by Mercedes. You don't think she feeling that? Why y'all not talking about that? I believe in choice. I've seen good and bad both sides. Right. Do your thing. Like I said, I ain't got no heaven in here. Do your thing. Make all your choices in life. That's what God has given us free will. Make all your choices in life and you stand on your own at the gate, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We get upset when it comes down to where it hits us, i.e., school, small business, corporate business, etc. When we should be pissed with the government, that's where it all starts. But this ain't about that. Pack them school lunches at home. Girl, I used to try to do that, and then it would get like stuff wouldn't like I would just like to give her like a leftover from the night before. That stuff wouldn't they wouldn't do let her use the teacher's microwave and just so you gotta pack a motherfucking sandwich every damn day. Thank you for doing the review. Oh, of course, love. Thank y'all for coming through. Oh, not on the abortion, just how we rationalize it so everyone has their list, and you're correct. At the end of the day, wages of sin is death. We gotta remember that. Exactly. That's what I told my mom. I said, I'd rather just struggle and take care of my baby and get through life than have to be worrying about that all life and all, in the after. And, that's no. I said, I got a lot more living to do. I don't need that on me. So, no, because it'll worry me here and it'll worry me there. No. Yes, they don't let them dang. They feel both. They feel both. That's why it's doubly hurtful. The one she thought loved her spoke something that made her feel different. She already felt the abandonment and rejection from Mercedes. Yep, 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 yep. But in the end, she chose to get her abortion, and she stayed over there at her real mama house with the gym, and recovered. And they had their moments and stuff like that. So, if I was nothing else, I was diligent, and I wanted what was good for her, my daughter. So, and I'm still diligent and want what's best for her. Do we get it all right all the time? No. That's a red flag that they don't allow them to bring lunch. It is her real mama house with the gym. It is. Girl, you start talking about sin and motherfuckers be getting lost. Look at the numbers that went down. Girl, don't be mad with me. Where is P Valley really trying to go though? I don't know, child. I think it's trying to just give realness in the scenarios that happen with the characters to make the character. I think they're trying to show life in film, current life. Um, I'm on the journey. I ain't tripping. I believe in choice. I also know I have to answer God for any lost soul. Yep. Yeah. You say it's not that good. I like it. I feel like it's my people. Have you noticed most sex scenes aren't with men and women on these shows? No, I haven't, but I have been seeing more same sex. I didn't notice that most aren't with men and women. I just been noticing I've been seeing more same sex, same gender. I'm not saying I will get it right. I am sure when she grows up, she will feel indifferent to me. But so I'm trying to pay attention to her feelings and how I pour into her. That's good. That's a plan. Will it become really soap opera-ish? Because after all the trauma, how much lower can they go? These are great questions. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But we're gonna have to see. And we will see what's next week. Y'all gonna meet me back here? Because I'm out. It was a good question. Meet me back here next week, y'all, because I'm out. Yeah, I think that's where we head to. That's what we heading to. And Mississippi and one of her kids gonna get killed. I feel like somebody. I would believe something gonna happen to one of them kids. But yeah, meet me back here next. Hit the like on your way out, please, and thank you. And meet me back here next week. All right, y'all. All right now, y'all. Wait. All right now, y'all. We want this same viewership when Raising Canaan come on, okay? Because you know I'm gonna be over there with Raquel and then we'll have overacting ass, over accenting ass. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank y'all for coming.